Alrighty, so we have a couple stocks on watch, but really, there's nothing good again. If I'm being real, it's looking like another no trade day. KAVL, we have this one on watch for the daily high to break. The daily high here is 295, so this one could potentially break its high. It's not too far away from it, but it's not that big of a move either. MGI is another one that we had on watch. It was hitting the scans. Whether this one's actually going to make a big move or not, I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see what this one has to show. And then we also have KSCP, the one that we traded yesterday, for the daily high to break as well. Daily high here is 936. So it's still quite a ways away, and the pre-market chart just isn't there. Earlier it was, but right now it's just kind of not there. So this one's probably going to take a bit to set up. But let's see, BKKT is another one hitting the scans. SBEV. Let's go back to KAVL. So KAVL basically broke its high here almost. It's not too far away. 95 is the high, I think. Not 96. Yeah, 95. See if we get this pullback here. I don't trade the first minute, so that's why I didn't even bother messing with this first trade. See, it did hit our support line at 86 here. I'm not going to trade it just yet. I'd like to see this sideways consolidate for the next 1 minute candle to rip through 3. That's probably where I'd be holding, is a move through 3. So here it's breaking below the support line. I don't want to see this back to VWAP. Pulling back a little too much now. Let's see if we can pop back up to 87. There's 88. Spreads aren't too big, 2 cents. 1 cent. Okay, low resumption. I do like this setup so far. It's not, it's forming, well, now I just double topped. I didn't want to see that really. This next 1 minute has to hold here at around 90. I like that it was forming that flag there, but now I just double topped. Doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence. I think it broke the high, 92, 92. No, it's double topped. So we can get this next 1 minute candle. 92, and now broke 95, 97. So there's a breakthrough 304. Oh well, I'm not gonna trade that. I really wanted it to, I mean, jeez, that's such a nice trade. I've missed on it. I wanted it to break on the next 1 minute. I mean, it did, but it didn't give any pullback opportunity or something. Yeah, I could have just got it any time on this candle. I wanted it to pull back so I can get a little better entry at 80, like 87 or so, and then take an entry for the rip through 3. But this has happened too many times where I don't get in and I wait for the next 1 minute to pull back slightly, and then it just rips without me. It's actually pretty common that it happens to me. So I don't know, because I hate getting in too early and then the 2 or 3 seconds left of the 1 minute candle just flush, and then they finish all the way down at the low of the candle. That's why I don't really like to take those entries, because it's happened to me quite often as well. So it's kind of hard to tell when to take a trade, a couple seconds prior. Huge sellers over there at basically 320. Massive sellers. Let's see if it double tops here. I kind of want this to be a pullback candle. I don't want to see this one rip. So one opportunity already missed on KAVL. Hopefully there's another one that presents itself. I mean, the 5-minute looks pretty good for a move higher. I just don't want to get in here yet. I'd like to see this one actually pull back. It's kind of flagging here. If it breaks this 1-minute low, that's okay as well, just as long as it pops back up. But overall, I'd be going for another 1-minute high break. The 5-minute is, I guess, my primary target, but I don't know where I'd want to go for it on the daily. Because it has like this huge gap to fill here on the daily, all the way up to 450 practically. So there's a 1-minute pullback. See if it breaks this 1-minute low here, 304. There's 302. See if it can pop back up here, back to 310 or so. There's 308, 309, 310. Nice. So we're seeing it pop back up here. There's 13 for a second. Now I'm debating whether I should just get in here because it might just do that move it did earlier. So I don't want to get in too high though. 16, 17. It broke its high already. God damn it. So yeah, just it made the exact same move. Should have got in at really 306 or so. Exact same move. Red to green, I guess. So once it broke through on this next 1-minute candle, hit 325, and now it's back to 310. So now it's not holding its level. So 2 opportunities missed here. Should have gotten in earlier at 310, 306, 315 even. I could have potentially sold at 325, but I don't know. I don't know why I don't take those trades. I'm just not used to taking one of those types of trades where it does it in the same candle. Another 1-minute back D doesn't look so good. Actually, looks like it's going to start crossing here pretty soon. So I'm going to leave this one alone. Let's go check out some other stocks. We got BKKT hitting the scans. Not really that good. Daily, let's check it out. Not right now. BTBT. This one doesn't look too bad. I like the 5-minute. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of action on it though. SPEV. Oh wow. SPEV, not a huge mover either. Daily's okay. It's at its average. 5 and 10-minute look pretty strong though. Ooh, BKKT doesn't look bad here, especially for the daily high to break. 774. We're not too far away from it. This could be a 1 minute pullback here. A little choppy, but I want to see if this 1 minute's actually going to pull back or what it's going to do. It's kind of holding this 42, 43. It's snap back 40. 37 on the bid though, 36 now, 35. This one was looking good and now I don't like that move. 1 minute MACD is kind of crossing here. Now it's under. 10 minute doesn't look the best on the MACD, but it still looks strong in my opinion. I still like the 5 and 10 minutes so far. Maybe it's just gonna take a little bit to set up. 1 minute open low here. We'll wait on this one. This one's BKKT, LRMR. This one get halted? Oh no. So hit VWAP there. Now it's under. Not my favorite. BTBT. MACD's crossing. RESN. Okay, so KAVL's coming back up here. We could go for the 10 minute high break. I just don't like this 1 minute MACD. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do a false break here. Possibly go under VWAP. If it could somehow sideways consolidate this entire time, that'd actually be really good. We could see some more continuation beyond 3. But right now it's just, I don't feel comfortable with the MACD. I kind of think it's gonna be a false break if I'm being honest. So we'll just wait it out and see what this is gonna do. We also got to keep an eye on BKKT here. So BKKT is actually under. Just hit a support line here. So as long as it doesn't break this level, we should be good. It's back above VWAP for a second there. Practically a double bottom, maybe triple bottom on the 5 minute. I'm gonna buy, well, wow, that's such a bad fill. I was trying to buy here at VWAP and now this is kind of looking nasty on me. I wanted to buy here for this next 1 minute high to break, but obviously now it's, yikes, it's at 32 by 35. I actually was hoping to get filled at 34, 35. That's where I thought I got filled, but clearly not. And now the 5 and 10 minutes just aren't looking the best. There's 38 where I'm filled. See if we can get a pop back above 39. Maybe I got in a little too early, but I'm expecting this to actually start pulling here. Once it breaks this pattern, we're kind of forming a, let's see, let me get that trend line up. Kind of forming a triangle here, and knowing that we have this flat bottom here, this double bottom, makes me a little more confident coming into it. I just want to see this finish high. If this can't finish high, then I'm kind of screwed. Because we have a couple, well, it finished pretty low there, yikes. So we have a couple more candles before we actually see this move, but once it breaks its support line at 28, I'm done. There's 33 now. Let's see if we get a pop back up. It's kind of, oh, it's super tricky here. Now it's below VWAP. Probably not my best trade. 35 there. This can somehow pop above VWAP, above 35, hit 37, 38 again. Gives me a lot more confidence holding this position. Just got a pretty bad fill. Like I said, I was trying to get filled at 35, 34, 35 at least. 34 again. It's finishing pretty low. I still want to go for the daily overall. The daily high is 774. It's such choppy price action though, and then knowing that the next 5 minutes just opened pretty low, Doesn't give me a lot of confidence. I might have to stop out here and sell my position. KAVL's making a move though. See if we can see one less pop here. Maybe I can stop out early. The better stop, I guess. It's 31, 34. See if we can get 35, 38. 36 now. 37. So it's trying to break above VWAP, but it's having a hard time here. So this is good. This one's actually finishing pretty high. Let's see if we can get that break on this next 1 minute. 37. Once we see 40, I think this is going to look pretty good, but I just don't like how tricky it is here. Just back and forth, back and forth. So right there, I'm just going to stop out. We're just going to stop out with the loss there. I don't like the price action, and it did hit the support line here, or this resistance level on the trend line, and then it just snapped all the way down, so I'm not going to even bother holding it anymore. So now it's flush in there, so I guess that was a good stop. Stopped at this 1 minute low. Wasn't doing it, wasn't having it. I was really hoping that this 1 minute candle would actually break through, shoot above 40, and then we could see a test of 44. Once we see that test, then we can definitely see a rip to 750 and above, potentially going for the daily high. But the reason I really wasn't feeling confident in it was because of the 5 minute. After I'd seen the 5 minute open pretty low, I wasn't really confident. Again, I got a bad fill up here, a trash fill. I was hoping to get filled at 35 or so, 34, 35, but I actually got filled at 38. So I really wasn't expecting that. And I don't know. I wouldn't have had to stop out with, 7-cent loss. I would have stopped out with like a 4-cent loss. I don't know. That kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I tried to go for that setup. Just wasn't there. So KAVL. Meanwhile, I missed the whole opportunity on KAVL here. So KAVL, slow climb. Too many green candles though. I definitely would have preferred to see a pullback here. But now it's breaking. It's, I guess, high a day. And it has room up to 450. So either the 5 or 10 minute would have been the setup here on this one. So here's one pullback. Let's see if this next 1 minute's gonna rip here. I don't think I'm gonna trade this one. I don't even know if I can trade it, if I'm being honest, just because usually stocks below 5, I'm limited on margin. So I don't think I'll trade it if I'm being real. IMTE got halted actually. I didn't even know this. Doesn't look too bad. 10 minute looks okay. I just don't like the 5 minute or 1 minute now. And it needs to finish high around 735, 740. Spreads are pretty big as well, so I'm not really feeling this one. Go back to KAVL. So it broke its high again here. I don't think this one has the strength to keep going though. I mean, it's breaking its high and then it's just pulling back. I kind of like what it was doing over here. But it seems like up here it's actually slowing down. The candles are getting smaller in a way. Obviously this one's a huge candle compared to the rest, but it seems like it's kind of slowing down in the 40s as we come into resistance of 350. So there's a false break. So now the 5 minute actually doesn't look the best. 5 minutes pretty low. The 10 minutes still looks okay. It might be a 10-minute setup. But the 5 minute doesn't look the best unless it can break this 5 minute low. 5 minute low here is 322. If it breaks 322 and then pops right back up immediately to like 335, 340. I wouldn't say 340, but 335 or something. We could definitely see it curl back up. 1 minute MACD doesn't look the best though. It looks like it's about to cross. So if that crosses, we could potentially see this back to VWAP or below even. Just judging by the 5 minute. It really depends, but I don't think I'm gonna stick around for this one. SBEV, I already missed my moves on it. I don't know, not this one. MGI is actually curling back up to VWAP here. Pretty trashy price action though. Not much is going on with this one. BTBT, LRMR, KSCP. KSCP is kind of making a similar move to MGI. They're both pulling back to VWAP here. Whether it's going to hold or not, I don't know. Pretty choppy price action, or pretty slow price action, I'd say. So I don't think it's going to have a lot to it. Maybe in the afternoon. If it hits the scans, it'll probably get more attention, but the one with all the attention right now is KAVL for sure. But BKKT was actually my leading gapper here. CLSK is another one, but BKKT is the one that's primarily the leading gapper on my scans here. Which is weird because it's not even really gapping on. It's gapping 8%, but I mean the daily doesn't look like it. Alright, so I like KAVL here actually for the next 1 minute high to break. 5 minute doesn't look too bad here. Still have about another 2 minutes before the next 5 minute candle opens, but I do like this here. Not a double bottom. Oh, it is a double bottom on the 1 minute. See if it doesn't break this 1 minute high and actually continues. 1 minute MACD already crossed under, so that's looking okay. 5 minute broke its low and now it's still holding these levels for the most part. So I kind of like this here for some continuation. I don't know if I should wait or buy this pullback here for some continuation back up. I'm gonna well, I can't even buy in, so oh well. 325 is where my entry would have been. I would have been going for this 1 minute high to break. I guess it kind of saved me here because I'd be taking a loss already, but overall I'll be going for the next 5 minute high to break of 330. So 325 is where my entry would have been. Let's see if it actually would have pulled through here. 327, 28. So 27 was a high. I don't want to see this continue all the way to 330 though. And here I'd probably stop out soon. If this finishes low, I'd probably just stop out with a loss here. Because even if I sold at 327, it wouldn't have been a break-even trade. I actually would have lost money on commissions there. So false break regardless, I guess. Didn't even matter. So kind of glad I didn't get filled there. That was a risky trade, just being so close to VWAP. Knowing that it had a false break here and it's kind of slowing down. You know, it was a pretty risky trade. I would have liked to see it go to 330. That probably would have had a little, I guess, it would have been profitable for sure. But I feel like if it hit 330, it would have got more momentum in it, potentially hit 335. But since it hit 328, stopped kind of right there, and then it, you know, wasn't holding the level. It just had a false break, and now it's back towards VWAP, sideways consolidating for the most part. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I will see you guys tomorrow for some more trades. I mean, $32 loss here kind of sucks, but I mean, I think it was a decent attempt. But like I said, once I saw the 5 minute open low, and then this started closing in on itself, I was just, you know, I knew it wasn't there. So that's why when it failed to break this 1 minute high, I just had to stop out of this 1 minute low. I wasn't gonna hold it past that. And good stop, I'd say, because I mean, obviously this thing rejected massively. So whatever. We'll be back at it tomorrow though. Accounts now lowest it's been ever. So we'll we'll see what happens here soon. I guess I have like $200 more before the account actually blows up, and that's kind of it. But we'll see if we can somehow make a comeback or whatever, and save our sinking ship here. So anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow.